Hey, it's me, Charisse again, and I wanted to give um, a kind of intro of what I want to talk about um, on here. I don't like calling this my YouTube channel. I don't because it's really for me because I like to go back and see where I was um, on certain days or certain years and how I was. Because I look back in my 40s and I see how it was, and I thought it was hard back then. And I realized it just gets different. Um, I like to call this my YouTube journal, and I do it for me, and it just helps me to, you know, kind of chronicleize things that I'm trying to do, things I'm trying to change, and how I started. So, what I've started, even before this year came out, was a really solid morning routine. I can say it was solid. It wasn't perfect, but it was solid. It began with prayer, Bible readings, and a little bit of study. And then I will try to meditate and journal, always journal. And then study for my math praxis because I only have a license for teaching middle school math and not, general math. And I love math. Also to study my Spanish because I wouldn't say I was fluent, but I was more confident years and years ago in cuando hablando español, um, when I was speaking Spanish in my hometown. So I really would like to become fluent again. Um, I'm also, the reason why I'm doing this, that's the morning routine. A lot of my time is like everyone else, working, coming home, cooking, cleaning, laundry, doing a lot of stuff. And I was gonna come in on here with a needle and thread. And you know how, now I have to wear glasses, but without these glasses and me trying to put a thread and a needle, it would be horrible. And so I realize now I need to put on these glasses to see better. Um, and so I can be a little bit more successful, even though it's still difficult, to focus, as you get older. But um, I want to be like that in terms of finding ways to be more accurate and consistent with what I'm doing in my life. Um, I have this thing right here written down because I'm based on what um, I've been doing in terms of the morning routine. I thought I can make drastic changes here and there, but I realized God wants me to stay where I'm at and really not perfect, but get better in what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of self reflection and looking at what I'm doing. There are things that I'm doing that are so successful. Um, um, as I turn, as I go into my 50s, as I'm in my 50s and getting older in my 50s and about to turn 60 and all this other stuff, um, I'm noticing, the changes that occurs as I get older, my hair, my skin, and you could either ignore it or you can just like my grandmother maintain it. And so that's an amazing thing to do. My skin is okay, but I can say that it's okay because I've learned certain skincare routines that I can do daily that will take away a lot of the fine lines and smooth out a lot of the really right now I have larger pores than I used to, and I put more the things I've been doing, and I haven't been using many of the you know amides and retinol stuff and everything yet, as of yet. But because money is not tight, but money is used in certain places that need to be used. I use very, very basic, very effective things like castor oil at night. I do use uh, uh, I don't want to like say gua sha, but it's a long gua sha thing, and I slick my face. I do use rose hip oil. I do scrub my face, things like that. And I try to be careful what I put in my body. The changes I've done, and I wrote this down this year for for my health and for my aging health, is I did go with MIDI Health. They are amazing. I was taking by begging my doctor, well, practitioner, to give me something because I was crashing and burning and I couldn't stay with her. She finally, after duress, gave me some oral estradiol, and it worked good for maybe 2 to 3 years. I would say 2 to 3 years, maybe 2 years. 2 years. I would say 2 years, not 3 years. 2 years. It worked well, but then as I turned 53, something shifted again, and I think it's like a it's like a pouring of different juices that you have in your body, and one's up and it's like this other one. So um I thank God for MIDI because MIDI said, hey, we have more better effective medication, or sorry, excuse me, hormones or HRT than just the oral medication. And now I'm on the patch of estradiol, and it's amazing. It's great. It's great. It's great. It did help immensely with my focus and my brain fog and my hot flashes and my mood. I'm also taking progesterone because I was starting to, I wouldn't say I have a problem sleeping, staying asleep, I would say that. I would sleep and then get up and sleep and then get up, and it was like it was like every hour. So progesterone has me sleeping for a good solid 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, five 5 hours. Yeah, I would say 5 hours straight without getting up, without anything like that. So that's an amazing change. MIDI, make sure that you take labs. And I just finished today an appointment with MIDI as a follow up. And she was telling me all of the side effects and the issues with taking testosterone. And I was interested, but like I said before, the our budget is being used. Our budget's being used, so the budget that we have currently does not have room for this, and so that's gonna be put on hold. But I realized I need my cosamine ASU for my joints because I did not realize, because I buy this cosamine in bulk, and when it's up I kind of forget because I take it sporadically. I would say I would take it every um, 3 days, 3 to 4 days, and then I would stop and take a rest, and just so I can keep always having a supply. And then I didn't realize with all the stuff that's going on that I ran out. So it's been, I would say, almost 2 months since I've taken my cosamine because it got that busy. And so, yeah, it's out my system, and the frozen shoulder, the joint pain is harsh. But I'm going to start taking that again. In terms of working out, I am doing this really quick 6 to 10 minute workout to increase my flexibility, but right now it's really on hold. I'm doing it sporadically, maybe for a minute and stopping, for 2 minutes and stopping, because the pain of my shoulders, my things really hurt. Um, I have to learn how to self care. I don't know how to take care. I was using my truck as a reset area because I have teens. I have a husband that's a bit high maintenance, and so that truck was a place I can go to and just talk to God and reset. And right now it's in the shop, so that's kind of on hold. I'm making sure I'm reading. I want to read at least 10 books for this year. I am starting a garden uh, that, and I would say mostly without seeds. Like the gardens really like say that I have an onion and I use the onion, but the bottom that has that the stub of it, I'm just putting in water and seeing how it grows. Um, I'm trying to be more present um, with my worship of God at church and at home. Um, I want to really start um, being intentional here, journaling what I'm trying to do. Um, but the main thing is, I think what's really taking up my time, and I think I need to make a separate video on it, is my teaching responsibilities. As some of you know, teaching has really um, gotten harder. I don't know how to better way of saying it. And so I am building a fence and a wall of boundaries when it comes to that, because if you don't, it gets really difficult to stop. Um, and I think I'm gonna have a separate video on being a middle school 8th grade teacher. It's been really rough, but I just want to just give an update on that, on what I'm doing as I'm aging, using this as a YouTube journal, use then a YouTube channel, because it just feels weird calling it a channel. I'm really journaling of what's going on in my life, and if this journal helps someone accurate, cause their life to be more accurate and intentional, then I'm happy. Okay, so bye for now.